Hello everyone, this is Zooc and today I'm bringing you a new drawing video. This one is going to be a digital inking based on the game Darkest Dungeon. I started playing this one back in Prague sometime in January or December, I believe. And I wanted to do a drawing while it was still popular. First off, I had the idea of just doing like a frontal view of 4 characters, which is what makes a group up. So I got this sketch done back in January sometime and then never got around to finishing it because, well, you know, I've said it a million times, the whole breakup and the girlfriend and all that shit. So I didn't really feel like doing much work after that. But now that that's over with, I'm getting back into it. I found this sketch somewhere in a folder. I looked at it and I said, fuck it, I'm going to scratch it and do something a bit more interesting. I want to do an action scene. I want to fill a page up. So let's fill that bitch up. All of it. This is something that I haven't really done before. I've mostly been focusing on single characters, kind of like static poses for the last few years. And that's really something kind of useless to be good at, to be honest, as an artist. Dynamic poses are always more interesting. Multiple characters are always more interesting. Some sort of overlapping, some sort of plane overlapping, stuff like that. It just makes the picture look better. Sure, it takes much longer and it's more complicated, and you actually need to have some sort of fundamentals down, which I have neither of, so I'm just going to wing it. I've said this numerous times. If you're getting into art, it's good to study the perspectives and the anatomy and the fundamentals and all that stuff. But I'm just too fucking cocky for it. Like, I'm an idiot. This is why I don't want to do tutorials, because I can't teach anyone. Most of the time, I'm just totally winging it. Like, it's just pure intuition that I'm using to draw this stuff. I have no clue what I'm doing right now. It's just, maybe that character would be smaller because it's in the back there, but the perspective is just like, it's a total mystery to me. I just haven't gotten around into doing all the boring stuff. But it doesn't matter. Plenty of artists use forced perspective and their proportions are not always accurate. And that's a very convenient thing when you're working with fictional characters, because let's be honest, in the game, the proportions are nowhere near accurate for the characters themselves. So you can kind of force it and get away with it. It's not really a problem. But I've been using this inking style a lot lately, and I just wanted to have an opportunity to give it some more practice. I'm developing like a real liking for this particular style. I think it appeals to what I want to do as an artist, I guess. Oh, there's that beautiful face spazzing out. This part of the drawing was actually streamed on Friday the 8th. It's the first stream I've done since I've gotten back to Romania from Prague. So if you want to catch the future ones, head on over to twitch.tv/Zookster. The link is also in the description of the video. And there you're going to see, well, you're going to see a Twitch page, basically, more or less. So you click the follow button and then you get the notification when I go live. Pretty sure you know how that works. So yeah, the stream, it was good. A lot of people tuned in. It was fun. We laughed. We talked about women. We talked about all sorts of bullshit, inappropriate, of course, because that's how all the discussions usually end up with me. But yeah, it was fun. Like, my style is still quite a bit messy. I've been mentioning this artist that I follow called Brian Allen in previous videos, and he just has like a much better defined, much cleaner style, and mine is just like all over the place right now. The problem with this kind of inking is that you need to have very free-flowing hand movements. It doesn't really work to be slow with it like you sometimes would with painting. The lines have to just really flow. Like, this is of course something that will come with practice, but getting that whole thick and thin thing that makes this style as good as it is, and the sharp corners and like the squareness of some of the lines, that just gives it a lot of character. That comes with the whole idea of like free flowing hand movements. You can't get that being overly cautious and precise with it. But it's something that I'm willing to take on. I think I am mastering it quite fast. And even stuff like the shading that I'm doing right now, like, I have no idea what I'm actually doing. I'm just kind of imagining that stuff. I mean, this is a basic principle in art. Like, stuff that is close to you is going to be a bit darker. Stuff that is further away, this is valid for color mostly, is going to be more washed out, less defined, less contrast, all that stuff. But with this style, it works to just make everything black and kind of like sort of guess where the shadow would be based on the shape of the character or the creature. Not that I'm doing any good in that. I think I'm I mean, it kind of suggests it, but I don't know if it's like, if it's proper or not. But it doesn't fucking matter anyway. This is just for funsies. So you got the man-at-arms there in front, bashing the head of some sort of tentacle creature that I know exists in the game, because I looked up some screenshots. In the back, there is a plague doctor throwing one of his bombs at the pig monster that is grabbing hold of the man-at-arms shield. And there is a jester also passionately smashing the head in of another pig creature with his banjo, or whatever that instrument is called. And in the back there should be one more character, but I haven't really decided as to what it would be. Initially, it was like a grave robber that's supposed to sit on the shoulders of another pig creature and just like stab it in the eyeballs or something. But then I scratched that because it would be a bit too complex, and I don't think the visibility worked in my favor there. So what I wanted to do is have some sort of definition of the floor, but then I scratched it because it was just too busy in front. So I wanted to draw a few more creatures in the back, kind of like fading them away into the darkness, make it look like they're creeping up on the heroes in the front. Unfortunately, I don't really have a well-defined light source in this one. But I'm trying to like force my luck with it as much as possible. Darkest Dungeon, it is like darkness is a kind of a major factor in this game. I believe that once it goes dark, like once you run out of torches, you go insane or something like that, or you get better rewards if you beat the creatures. It's a turn-based thing, and you also go insane faster, I believe. Might be wrong, I don't know. So in the end, I decided upon an abomination because I really like that one. It just has an interesting look to it with all the chains and stuff. And the face was a bit of a pain in the ass in this particular case, but thankfully, because it's faded into darkness, I didn't have to spend that much time on it. And just a couple more creatures there in the back, and that is it, my friends. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with it. But again, the problem that I have right now is that it's still a little bit too messy. It should just be cleaner. But that will come in time. I'm positive of it, and there won't be any problem. So anyway, please like and share the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. I've been saying rate that shit for a few years now, but I think that people just don't even know what that means anymore. So yeah, if you like the video, please click the like button. It helps a lot. And follow me for the stream and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.